We'll call this meeting to order. I suppose I'll take roll. April Woolhoyt.
Here.
Clinton Bonham. Kyle Weathers, present. Brian Brackenmeyer. And Adam Hesser, absent. If we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. I'd like to open it up for any public requests to speak about any items that are not on the agenda. You can bring it on up and. Okay. Yeah, write your name and address on there, if you don't mind. Thank you. And if you could, state your name and address, please.
So Norman Chamomile is my name. My wife and I, a couple of small kids, we live in the Blackstone neighborhood, 6441 Concord Drive. I hope this is the right place to bring this up. My wife and I have, for quite a while, been very interested in a golf cart. And you guys, you probably well know there's no such ordinances to use those in the city of Zionsville. Nevertheless, there is ordinances in Lebanon, just next door to us. And so I want to see if we could set something up so that the item could be either studied or researched or whatever, so that we could bring some kind of ordinance to the city if at all possible.
You said Blackstone,
We live in Blackstone.
which is part of the town of Zionsville, right?
That's the way I understand it.
So this is the Whitestown Redevelopment Commission.
I am in the wrong place. I was told that there was a city meeting here tonight
For Whitestown,
for Whitestown.
yes.
For Zionsville.
No, Zionsville would meet over in the town hall. It's behind an old church, across from McDonald's on, what do they call it through there, Oak Street?
Next to the Starbucks.
I'll have to wait till next month.
There we go.
Well, think about it for Whitestown.
All right.
The Myers, our shopping place here, et cetera, et cetera.
There you go. We'll pass it along. Don't worry about that.
Sorry for the trouble, guys.
No worries.
You have a
Thank you so
wonderful
much. All right. Any other requests to speak? Seeing none, we will close the public forum and move on to item 3, approval of the minutes from the May meeting. Did you guys have a chance to look over them? All right, I'll entertain a motion to
Mr.
approve.
President, I move we adopt the minutes as presented.
Is there a second?
I second that motion.
All right. I'll open up for a vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All in favor say no. Passes 3-0. All right. Item number 4, any presentations? And I don't see any on the agenda. So we'll pass that. Item number 5, any unfinished business? It doesn't look like there is any.
Mr. President, before we get to new business, I would move that we table item E under new business.
We can do that, and we talked about that, so we will table that. Do we need to open that up for a vote?
No.
Okay,
No,
we'll just
pick it up at the next meeting, the RDC.
we will move item E on to the July meeting. All right, anything else? All right, on to new business. Item A, consider a resolution approving deduction for application for area previously designated in the Economic Revitalization Area, Fishback Creek Business Park, Exit 22, Partners LLC, RDC Resolution 2018-17. Anybody here to present on that?
I'll talk a little bit about it, and then I see that Terry McCardwell is here as well. He's with the developer, and he can speak a little bit more to this. This is was previously established as a revitalization area and also a TIF area. We call it the Fishback Creek Revitalization Area, and it's also an extension of the Legacy Core TIF. But Terry's team is planning on putting in up to a 1.5 million square foot spec warehouse type building in there. Terry, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we previously approved an abatement for this same site for a building that was 750,000 square feet? 741,000. So this has really been before the commissioner in town before. What Terry's asking is really, he wants to build a larger building on there. He's doing the right thing and coming back to the commission and seeking an approval for kind of really more of an amendment to the abatement request. But Terry, I don't know if you want to come up and talk a little bit more about what you're planning to build there.
I think you did a great job. I'm sorry, but again, we had previously received tax abatement on 741,000 square foot building. So this would just amend that. The site, including this 33 acres, we can build up to 1.5 million square feet. So we'd like to get the approval for that 1.5 million square feet.
So then is your plan to divvy up the inside across a couple different companies, or do you have someone interested in a certain portion of it already?
Right now, what ideally we would do is build 1 million square feet and then have expansion capabilities up for the additional 500,000 square feet, taking it up to 1.5 million square feet, one building.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2018-17, resolution approving deduction application for area previously designated economic revitalization area, Exit 22 Partners LLC. Mr. President, I move the adoption of resolution number 2018-17.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
I second.
All right, take a vote. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All in favor, please say no. Motion carries 3-0. All right, moving on to item B. Consider a resolution approving enlargement of Whitestown Fishback Creek, ERA number 1, RDC Resolution 2018-18.
Mr. President, I'll touch upon this a little bit, and this is to kind of piggyback on what the commission just voted on. Terry McCardwell's project is in the Fishback Creek ERA on one of the parcels. When the town and the Redevelopment Commission created this area, let's see, it was last year, I'm getting my date, so June 29th. There's a large map, and you'll see it attached as the exhibits to this. Quite a sizable area, and that was also included in the TIF, and we're going to follow up on this on another resolution. There was one parcel that wasn't included, and Terry's contemplated projects actually will land on that project. So what we want to do is amend the map to go ahead and bring that parcel in. And by doing so, it can then be considered for abatements and TIFs. And one of the items that will be on the agenda, I think for the July meeting, will be another abatement application for a project that will be on this area if the commission decides to approve this tonight.
Open it up for any comments?
How large is the parcel?
11 acres.
Resolution 2018-18, resolution approving enlargement of Whitestown Fishback Creek, ERA number 1. Mr. President, move adoption of resolution number 2018-18.
We have a resolution for approval. Open it up for a vote. Do we have a second?
I second.
All right. So, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion carries 3-0. All right, moving on to item C, consider a declaratory resolution enlarging the Legacy Quarter Redevelopment Area Number 1, RDC Resolution 2018-19.
Okay, so this resolution does very much what the resolution did that you just adopted. It adds that same parcel to the TIF area out there that's expanded Legacy Core. And the reason for doing so is capturing the tax increment. And actually, last year, the commission enlarged the Legacy Core TIF area to take in this large area. And this is one that captures 70% of the increment. And also authorized the issuance of economic development revenue bonds for that project. And we're working on closing that bond issue here pretty soon. We're just getting the final documents done, all the approvals are in place. But as part of that TIF area, we need to include this additional parcel so that increment can be captured, and that was all contemplated at the time, but that parcel just got omitted. So this will come before the Redevelopment Commission, and then it'll go to Plan Commission, then Council, public hearing back here. So I think, depending on the timing of it, it'll be late July or maybe it's your August meeting when we actually hold the hearing. But it's really just an amendment to the existing TIF area.
Any comments? Nope.
Resolution 2018-19, declaratory resolution of the Town of Whitestown Redevelopment Commission enlarging the Town of Whitestown, Indiana Legacy Core Redevelopment Area Number 1. Mr. President, move the adoption of resolution number 2018-19.
All right, we have a motion. Is there a second?
I second.
All right. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion carries 3-0. Moving on to item D, consider a resolution approving an annual spending report requirements, RDC Resolution 2018-20.
Okay, so several years ago, the statutes were changed up for TIF areas. You know, redevelopment commissions and TIF areas, that you may or may not know, have been kind of a hot topic of the legislature over the last 5 to 10 years. Concerns about misuse of funds or hoarding TIF dollars. And so there's been some legislative changes made, and one of the things that has been made is an annual reporting requirement that cities and towns with TIF areas have to make to some of the other taxing units operating in the TIF area, and also to Department of Local Government Finance on its gateway system. And essentially, what the commission is doing when it adopts this resolution is it's making a statement as to whether it has TIF areas, and if so, is there a need for the capture of all of the tax increment, or is there some value that can pass through? If you look through this resolution, you'll see there's various worksheets attached to it. It's for every single TIF area the town has. Now, just about every single TIF area the town has debt obligations that are outstanding to which that TIF has been pledged. So there's really no excess safety that's being captured and can be passed through to the other units. It's all necessary for debt service. So what will happen is this resolution will get adopted, and then DAX will work probably with Reedy Financial Group to make sure that the letters get sent out to taxing units and that the report gets filed on the gateway system. But you'll be doing this every year unless they change the law.
Thank you.
And as we read through these, the worksheet speaks to if you're over 200% of, was it necessary expenditures or revenue?
It's
Help me
necessary.
get the right.
It's necessary expenditure. So, I say debt service, but that could also include pay-as-you-go projects. You could have bonds outstanding, and you could also say, we've got some capital projects we don't want to bond for, but we're planning to use the TIF dollars for. But if you got through all of the money all the projects and debt service and things you would spend TIF dollars on, and you're still sitting there and you're 300% of that, you're going to have to make a statement to that. I think it goes to the town council then, and then a determination would be made whether or not to pass that on through to the tax units. And I'll tell you an example of one community that does pass through. Indianapolis has some legacy TIF areas that have been around forever. And if you ever look at their coverages, they're sort of astronomical, but it's just because they've been in that they pass through every year. But I think this is
And everything that we're showing here is that none of ours reach that 200% mark, including some that are at 0, because we're going to spend all of our increment.
yeah.
Thank you.
Any other comments?
Resolution number 2018-20, resolution of the Whitestown Redevelopment Commission determining need to capture increment assessed valuation. Mr. President, I move the adoption of resolution number 2018-20.
We have a resolution to open the vote. I will open this vote, so anybody in favor, please say aye.
We need a second.
Oh, can I get a second, please? Sorry. Thank you. Now that we have a first and a second, now I'll open it up to the vote. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 3-0. All right, we have tabled item E, which is consider resolution approving deduction application for area previously designated an economic revitalization area. And I am sorry, I'm going to butcher these names. Is it Kunanagle? Kunanagle, thank you. A personal property tax deduction, RDC Resolution 2018-21. So that will be on the July agenda. Moving on to item F, review CF1 forms.
I need to review them individually. I don't know if you had an opportunity to pull up that list, but there was quite a few. And just to back up, when tax abatements are approved, it doesn't really stop there. That's where it sort of stops with the Redevelopment Commission of the town, is just to approve them. But it lives on. The developer that gets those abatements then has some obligations. They've got to build their project, and then when it gets assessed, they have several forms to file with the auditor and assessor. One's called Form 322. They have to file that once. It's basically, do you have an abatement on this project, and if so, what is it? But the other one they have to file, which they have to file every year, is called a CF1. It's an annual compliance form. And basically, it's a form that tells you, as a redevelopment commission, hey, here's what we told you about the project was going to do in terms of investment and wages and jobs. And here's what's actually happening. And then the town has 45 days from the time it gets one of those CF1 forms to not do anything with it, or it can approve it, or it could look at it and go, we think there's been non-compliance, notify the developer. The effect of that is there's a public hearing at the town then on the non-compliance. And since I've been working with the town, I don't think we've ever gotten to that point, but they could. And if they held non-compliance, then they wouldn't get the abatement for that year. It could be reduced or gone away. But I saw Dax's message. It looked like he was sort of recommending, didn't see any real anything that warranted non-compliance. So I think what we're probably looking for here is maybe a motion to recommend approval of the CF1s to the council, or however you guys would like to work that. And I suspect the council will act on Dax's recommendation and your recommendation as well on those. And this again is one of those things every year about this time. Is when they roll in.
Any comments? So I will open it up for, I guess, a recommendation for approval to send to the town board.
I'll make the motion that we send a recommendation of approval to the town council.
I have a second.
For all received
Yeah.
CF1 forms.
I second.
All right, open it up to recommend for approval all CF1s for 2018. I'll open up for a vote. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 3-0. And then moving on to item 7.
Well, before we go there, I do want to thank Dennis and Jason for getting everything coordinated and being here and taking care of this meeting since Dax decided to go to Arizona for some reason. I mean, daughter's going to Arizona State. Oh well.
Without technology, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the tough part. But I just want to thank both of them for getting us coordinated here, and even being a short couple board members, we were able to get some work done today. So thank you, both of you.
Thank you.
All right.
I move we adjourn.
Can I have a second?
I second that.
All right. Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you. That was fast.
Sign some of these.
Yeah.
You guys are